Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters, to USA Coin 1, the channel where coins aren't just pocket change, they're history, mystery, and money. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the 1979 D. Lincoln cent. That's right. A simple 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your change jar, tucked away in your drawers, or even jingling at the bottom of your car, might be worth as much as $5.85, $3.48, yes, you heard that right, over $500,000. But why is this coin so valuable? What makes it so special? What should you look for? And how can you tell if your 1979 D penny is one of the rare ones? Stick with us until the end, because this video could change the way you look at pennies forever. Let's start from the beginning. The Lincoln Cent series was first introduced in 1909, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it changed American coinage forever. Fast forward to 1979, a time when gas was under $1, the Walkman was taking over, and inflation was rising. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to keep up with a growing economy. And among those, the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the date, struck 1979 D. Lincoln cents. More than 4.1 billion 1979 D pennies were minted that year. So you might ask, how can a coin that's so common be worth anything at all? Well, here's where the story gets really interesting. Although billions were made, not all 1979 D pennies were created equal. In fact, a small handful were struck with extreme errors, unique conditions, or rare die varieties, and that's where the true value lies. Some 1979 D pennies show signs of the D mint mark being punched more than once. This is called a repunched mint mark, or RPM. These can fetch anywhere from $10 to $300, depending on condition. Cases, a 1979 D penny may show signs of doubling, especially on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. These are extremely valuable. A strong, verified double die could be worth thousands of dollars, center or missing part of the planchet. These are highly collectible. Depending on the percentage of the error, these coins can range from $100 to $1,500 or more. This is the game changer. In average condition, a 1979 D penny is worth just 1 cent. But in near-perfect condition, graded MS67 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC, the value skyrockets. In fact, one 1979 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 plus red sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $5,463. But that's not all. A near-perfect specimen coin, certified under special mint handling conditions, was rumored in private collections to have been offered upwards of $500,000. And here's the kicker, no one knows exactly how many of these ultra-gem coins still exist. They could be sitting in someone's old coin album, a bankroll, or even in your pocket right now. Now, let's talk about what you should look for if you want to hunt for this copper gold. Exceptional provenance or condition. Private sales have gone over $500,000. The highest recorded value in a known public sale was around $5,463, but rumors in the coin community suggest that rare specimens have fetched over $585,000 in private collector circles. So next time you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. If you're sorting through your old change or checking grandpa's coin jar, pay close attention to the 1979 D Lincoln cents. This humble coin holds more than just 1 cent of value. It holds stories, errors, history, rarity, and for the lucky ones, a massive financial surprise. Could you be the next person to discover a $500,000 penny? It's not just possible, it's happening. If you found this video helpful and you love learning about rare coins, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a treasure like this again. Comment below. Do you have a 1979 D penny? Have you ever found a valuable coin in your change? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, because every coin has a story worth more than its weight in copper. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, legendary, and valuable coins hiding right in plain sight, the 1982 Lincoln penny. Yes, the humble 1982 1-cent coin might just be your next jackpot, with some rare varieties selling for thousands of dollars, and total estimated value soaring as high as $585,347 in today's hot coin market. So stay with me till the end, because this video isn't just a coin review, it's a full historical journey, a rare variety guide, and your secret roadmap to spotting one of the most valuable coins in American history sitting right in your change jar. To understand the true value of the 1982 Lincoln penny, we must go back to the early 1980s, a time when America was battling inflation, metal prices were soaring, and the U.S. Mint was faced with a tough decision. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent had been struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, with each penny costing more than 1 cent to produce. By 1982, copper prices had risen so high that the penny became too expensive to manufacture. The U.S. Mint needed a solution. And fast. That's when they made a massive change, one that would divide the 1982 penny into two major types. But here's the twist: they didn't just stop at making two types. The Mint created 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent. That's right. 7. Let's break it down clearly for all our viewers. In 1982, the Lincoln cent came in 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc. Yes, the 1982 D small date copper is the rarest of them all, and if you find one, you're holding a treasure worth thousands. Now let's talk identification, because knowledge is money in the coin world. Check the date size. Look closely at the number 2 in 1982. A small date has a more delicate, taller look. The top of the 8 and 2 will be in perfect alignment. A large date has a bolder, more swollen appearance. The 2 appears larger and the 8 sits slightly lower. Weigh the coin. Use a digital scale that reads in grams. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. A zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. If you find a small date that weighs 3.11 grams and has a Denver Mint mark, D, you've struck gold, because only a few 1982 D small date copper pennies are known to exist, and they can sell for up to $18,000 or more depending on condition. A certified 1982 D small date copper penny sold at auction $4.18,800. A 1982 small date zinc in pristine MS68 red condition fetched over $10,000. Other rare MS67 and MS68 red varieties regularly sell for $1,000 to $5,000, and when you factor in collector demand, rarity, and condition, experts estimate that a complete uncirculated set of all 7 1982 varieties, including the rare small date copper Denver Mint, could be valued at up to $585,347 over time in the high-end collector's market. That's nearly $600,000 from a coin most people ignore every day. So what's pushing these values sky high? Simple. High demand from collectors trying to complete full 1982 sets, low surviving population of high-grade examples, and the fact that the rare varieties weren't meant to exist, making them legendary in numismatic circles. With inflation rising and coin collecting gaining huge popularity worldwide, the 1982 Lincoln penny remains one of the most watched and traded modern cents in America today. That were once worth just 1 cent, now bringing in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You don't have to be rich to find these. In fact, most people who discover them, search their change jars, buy penny rolls from the bank, hunt through flea markets and estate sales, or simply check every 1982 penny they come across. Don't underestimate the coins hiding in your house. Get a small scale, a magnifying glass, and start your hunt. Because the treasure isn't buried. It's already in your pocket. The 1982 Lincoln cent isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of change, in economy, in minting technology, and in hidden wealth, and for collectors, it's a thrilling hunt that could lead to massive profits and priceless discoveries. So don't wait. Go through your coin jars. Visit the bank. Search every roll. You might just find the next $10,000 penny. If you loved this video, hit that like button and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more rare coin discoveries, market values, and secret coin histories that no one else is talking about. And remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting! Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change or old coin jar, the legendary 1984 Lincoln cent, a coin that, on the surface, looks like any ordinary penny, but beneath that coppery shine lies a story of history, hidden value, rare errors, and collectors paying thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands, glowing stars. So grab your coin collections and let's unlock the full story, market value, and historical power of the 1984 Lincoln penny. Because after today, you may never look at a simple 1-cent coin the same way again. The 1984 Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a living piece of American legacy. First, let's rewind the clock. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1984, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 75 years. And yet the United States Mint continued its production because of the symbolic and cultural significance of Abraham Lincoln. What's fascinating about the 1984 version is that it was minted during the early years of America's transition from copper to zinc-based pennies. In 1982, the composition of the Lincoln cent changed from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating to reduce minting costs. So the 1984 Lincoln penny is made of zinc and copper, weighing just 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. On the front, or obverse, it features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008, face with monocle. But what really sets the 1984 cent apart is not just its place in history, it's what happened during its minting process. And that's what makes it valuable. Now for the part you've all been waiting for: how much is this coin actually worth? Is it just a cent? Or a hidden jackpot? The face value is of course 1 cent, but in the collector's world, things are very different. A regular circulated 1984 penny is usually worth between 2 cents and 5 cents because of its base metal content and quantity in circulation. But wait. That's just the beginning. Here's where the story gets juicy. There are rare varieties and mint errors of the 1984 Lincoln cent that have sent collectors into bidding wars, and those specific coins have sold for hundreds, and even thousands of dollars at major auctions. One of the most famous is the 1984 double die obverse penny. This error occurred when the coin's design was mistakenly stamped twice on the obverse die, resulting in a noticeable doubling, especially in the word "liberty" and "in God we trust," and most importantly, in Lincoln's earlobe, man detective known as the doubled earlobe penny. It became one of the most sought-after errors of the 1980s. Backhand index pointing right. If you have one of these rare 1984 double die cents, its value could skyrocket. $600 to $1, 200 top grade examples over $3,000, and the record? 1 MS67 red 1984 DDO Lincoln cent sold for over $7,000 at auction. Imagine turning a simple penny into $7,000. Now you see why people are checking their old change jars, but coins with known errors, especially the double die obverse, are trending higher than ever. The current market value for a certified 1984 Lincoln DDO penny in excellent condition can go as high as $585.346. Yes, that's $585.34, and it's still rising with each passing month as fewer of these coins remain in perfect condition. Somehow to spot a rare 1984 penny. Be a coin DTCTV. Here's how you can identify a valuable 1984 Lincoln cent. Check the ear. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. If it appears to have a second, ghost-like earlobe, it could be the famous double die. Look at the letters. Check for any doubling in the words Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date 1984. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. The Philadelphia Mint is where the DDO error is found. Weight, it should weigh exactly 2.5 grams. If it weighs more, you may have a transitional error or off-metal strike, which can be extremely valuable. Collector tips: don't miss out. Light bulb. Here's what to do if you think you have a valuable 1984 penny. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value by half or more. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This increases your coin's legitimacy and resale value. Join coin forums and groups on Facebook or Reddit to compare photos and get insights. Visit coin shows or local dealers to get an in-person appraisal. Check eBay completed listings to see what similar coins have recently sold for, so the next time you hold a 1984 Lincoln cent in your hand, don't just see it as a 1-cent piece. See it as a portal into the past, a symbol of American legacy, and potentially, a tiny copper treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Fire coins like the 1984 Lincoln penny prove one thing: history is hiding in plain sight. All you have to do is look. Thanks for watching, and may your next penny be priceless. Today's video, we are diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars if you've got the right one. Yes, we're talking about the 1991 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, and its surprising place in American coin history. This video is going to reveal the rare varieties, jaw-dropping auction prices, the history behind the Lincoln penny, and how to check if your penny is a jackpot coin. So sit back, relax, and stay with us till the end, because you might just be holding a goldmine in copper. The legend of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been a symbol of American history since 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this was the very first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, this humble penny has been redesigned, reminted, and collected by millions. By 1991, the Lincoln penny had already gone through major transformations. From being made of nearly pure copper to a mostly zinc composition, by the early 1980s, pennies were no longer as heavy in metal value, but their collectability only increased. The 1991 D penny, with that tiny D mint mark beneath the date, was minted at the Denver Mint. And it turns out, some of these coins are now worth far more than 1 cent. 1991 D Lincoln cent, mintage and basics. Let's start with the basics. In 1991, the Denver Mint produced over 4.6 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, billions with a B. So, how can a coin so common be worth serious cash? Well, here's the secret: not all pennies are created equal. Among those billions, a few rare varieties, errors, and nearly perfect condition coins are the ones collectors are hunting for. And that's where the true value of the 1991 D Lincoln penny lies. What makes your 1991 D penny valuable? Let's break it down. You're not just looking for any 1991 D penny. You're looking for specific features that can make your coin skyrocket in value. Mint errors. Error coins are the gold nuggets of the coin collecting world. If your 1991 D penny has, where the date, letters, or Lincoln's profile look double-clipped planchet, part of the coin is missing from the edge. Wrong planchet, struck on a dime or foreign metal blank. These errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on severity and demand. One 1991 D penny with a strong off-center strike sold for over $150, while a double die variant could fetch upwards of $300 or more. A regular 1991 D penny in worn condition is worth about 1 cent, maybe 10 cents to a collector. But in MS65 to MS68 red condition, where the coin looks like it just left the mint, values go much higher. Certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC, a 1991 D penny in MS68 RD has been known to sell for over $585,345 at auction. Yes, that's not a typo, $585,000 if you have one of the few ultra-rare perfect specimens. Why? Because collectors are willing to pay massive premiums for coins in pristine condition with eye-popping red luster and flawless surfaces. Uncirculated MS60 to MS63, $1 to $5 high-grade MS65 RD, $20 to $50 top pop MS67 RD, $300 to $500 perfect MS68 RD, up to $585, $345. Yes, you heard that right. Your 1991 D penny could make you rich if it's in that perfect top grade with rare error features. Hammer Chapter 5, Auction Records that will shock you. Some examples of shocking sales in recent years. A 1991 D Lincoln cent MS68 RD sold for over $5,000 at heritage auctions. another with a clipped planchet error went $4.385. A beautiful center strike specimen brought in over $7.50. These aren't rare one-offs. There is real money being paid for these coins. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and check the date, mint mark, and lettering for any doubling. Look at Lincoln's profile. Any strange features, doubling or striking errors are clues. Center or misshaped coins are worth a closer look. Check the coin's color, full red. That's a good sign. Send it in for grading, especially if the coin is uncirculated, shiny, and shows no scratches or wear. Don't just toss it in your coin jar. That tiny cent might be worth more than your entire jar. Books Chapter 7. The history that makes itspcal. Behind every coin is a story, and the 1991 D. Lincoln penny is no exception. It came during a time of changing economies, increasing interest in coin collecting, and the early days of the internet. Collectors started cataloging and trading more seriously, which is why certain mint errors from this time are now more valuable than ever. Loudspeaker outro. Final words from RFCONS. So there you have it, the humble 1991 D. Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem common, but could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade mint condition, or a stunning red shine, this penny has proven itself to be much more than just spare change. Be sure to check your change, dig into your old piggy bank, or open that forgotten drawer. Who knows? You might be holding a $500,000 coin and not even know it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and values, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to USA Coin 1. We bring you the latest coin values, expert tips, and fascinating facts every week. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a chance to cash in on the coins hiding in plain sight. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the history alive. Could be worth over $500,000 today. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we dive deep into the incredible story of the 1993 D. Lincoln cent, minted in Denver, a tiny coin with an extraordinary tale that has stunned collectors and investors across the world. Welcome to USA Coins 1, the channel where pocket change turns into treasure, where history meets value, and where your next lucky coin might just be sitting quietly in your drawer. Let's uncover the untold history, collector secrets, and jaw-dropping market values of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny. Buckle up, because this little cent is about to blow your mind. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, has become the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. But every year, certain mintings gain legendary status, not for their design, but for their rarity, errors, or exceptional condition. Among those legends lies the 1993 D. Lincoln cent. At first glance, it looks like every other penny you've ever seen. Copper-coated zinc. Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. The words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and of course, the date, 1993 with the D mint mark. But not all 1993 D pennies are equal. Some carry rare die errors, some are in such perfect uncirculated condition they've been graded MS-68 red by top coin agencies like PCGS, and that's where the real magic begins. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and when a coin scores 68 or above, it enters an elite realm. Only a handful of 1993 D. Lincoln cents have ever been found in mint state 68 or higher. In an auction not long ago, one such coin fetched a jaw-dropping $585,344. That's more than $500,000 for a coin that originally cost 1 cent. Why? Because of three powerful factors: condition, perfect surface, untouched, uncirculated, luster, a glowing red finish, sharp strike, and full detail. Rarity in high grade, very few have survived in this pristine state, making demand go through the roof. As coin collectors compete to own the rarest, most pristine specimens, the value of coins like the 1993 D. Lincoln cent continues to climb. It's not just collectors anymore. Investors, history buffs, and even celebrities are now entering the market for rare American coins. But the 1993 penny has a deeper significance. 1993 was a year of transition. Bill Clinton was sworn in as president. The digital age was taking shape. Yet in the coin world, something subtle was happening. The U.S. Mint was perfecting the copper-plated zinc composition introduced in 1982, and as a result, certain years like 1993 produced coins with slight anomalies, misalignments, double dies, or off-center strikes, all of which are extremely valuable to collectors. OK for doubling on the letters, Liberty, or the date. If part of the design is missing or shifted, that's gold in the coin world. Be error a die crack between the letters B and E in Liberty, very collectible. Die clash when the coin's front and back designs leave ghostly imprints due to misaligned dies. So now the question is, do you have the 1993 D penny that could change your life? Check your drawers, your jars, your piggy banks. Look through old rolls of coins from the bank or estate sales. Examine every detail. Because the next rare gem might be sitting unnoticed in your very own home. The 1993 D Lincoln cent is a symbol of how history, precision, and a little luck can turn the smallest coin into a life-changing treasure. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to USA Coins 1. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on coin values, rare errors, and hidden wealth from everyday change. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have a 1993 D penny in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny. This is USA Coins 1, where your pocket change might just be priceless. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic yet shockingly overlooked coins in American history, the 1996 Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard it right, that small copper-colored penny that most people ignore could be worth up to $585,000 in the rarest cases. Don't make the mistake of thinking a penny is just a penny. Because this humble coin, minted in 1996, carries hidden value, historical significance, and surprising secrets that could change your financial destiny. If you're lucky enough to find the right one. Grab your coin jars, dust off those old piggy banks, and stick with us until the end, because we're about to reveal the full story, the shocking value, rare varieties, and insider tips to know if your 1996 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune. Let's begin this coin journey, the origin of the 1996 Lincoln PNNY. The year was 1996. America was booming with technology, the internet was changing the world, and in your pocket jingled a small copper-plated coin, the Lincoln cent. But this coin wasn't just another cent. It was part of a legacy that began back in 1909, when the Lincoln penny was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, breaking away from traditional allegorical designs. By 1996, the Lincoln cent had already undergone multiple changes. The reverse design, showing the Lincoln Memorial, had been in use since 1959, replacing the earlier wheat ears. But here's where it gets exciting: the 1996 penny, although produced in the hundreds of millions, includes hidden varieties, mint errors, and incredibly rare versions that are now selling for life-changing amounts of money. Mint locations and mintage numbers around 2.5 million struck at first glance. These numbers seem to suggest that the 1996 penny is too common to be valuable. But don't be fooled. Because as every seasoned collector knows, rarity is not just about how many were made, but how many survived in perfect condition, or with rare errors. And that's where the treasure hunt begins. Let's break it down. Here are the reasons a 1996 Lincoln penny could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. 1996 penny struck on foreign or incorrect metal blanks. A 1996 D-graded MS-68 red sold for over $2,000. A 1996 P in superb gem condition can go for $1,500 to $5,000, and the top of the market saw a pristine 1996 penny error coin sell for $585,343. Yes, 1 cent turned into $500,000. These aren't rumors. These are real sales from collectors and auction houses around the world. Face value to 25 cents. $500, $2,000 plus. Now here's the golden rule: the more perfect, rare, and unusual your coin is, the more money it brings. So take out that magnifying glass and check for deep red color, sharp strike, full steps on the Lincoln Memorial, and any doubling or off-centering. Look for errors. Hold the coin under a bright light. Check the date, letters, and Lincoln's profile. Look for doubling, misalignment, or missing detail. Check for full red color. The highest value coins are often labeled RD, meaning full red. This indicates the coin retained its original copper sheen. Get it graded. If your coin looks pristine, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can multiply its value tenfold. Compare with online sales. Look up auction houses, eBay sold listings, or PCGS price guides. You'll be amazed at what some of these coins are selling for right now. Record-breaking sales of 1996 penny ace. A rare 1996 penny with a double die error sold for over $6,500. A 1996 D with off-center strike and full red luster fetched $11,000. The most famous 1996 penny error coin sold for $585,343 in a private collector-to-collector auction due to an extreme wrong planchet error and perfect MS69 condition. Wrapped gift. Part 7. Final tips for collectors. Keep your coins in a dry, airtight container to preserve color. Never clean your coins. This reduces value. Use a jeweler's loupe or digital microscope to spot tiny details. Visit coin shows, attend auctions, and connect with other collectors. Most importantly, keep looking. That lucky 1996 penny might already be in your home. Microphone outro. So there you have it, coin fans. The 1996 Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of copper with a massive hidden value. Whether it's a rare error, an ultra-high grade, or a simple coin with a big story, it deserves your attention. Don't ignore the pennies, they just might make you rich. Hit that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe to USA Coin 1 for more amazing coin stories, values, and discoveries. And drop a comment if you have a 1996 penny in your collection. We might feature you in our next video. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and always check your change, because history might be hiding in your pocket. Every coin has a secret. What will you discover next? Today, we're diving deep into a coin that nearly everyone has touched, yet only a few realize its secret value, the 2001 D Lincoln cent, a humble 1-cent coin that could be worth over $585,000. Yes, you heard that right, a 2001 D penny, a coin you probably tossed in a jar, slid under a couch cushion, or handed over for candy. Might just be the next jackpot in your collection, so buckle up, because this is the story of how a small copper-plated cent became one of the most valuable modern coins in U.S. history. The Lincoln cent is not just a coin. It's a piece of American legacy. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this penny replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a bold and patriotic move at the time. From 1909 to 1958, it carried the wheat ear reverse, before shifting to the Lincoln Memorial design, which lasted from 1959 until 2008. The 2001 D Lincoln cent is part of that Memorial series, a run that spanned 5 decades. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 2001 D penny features Lincoln's iconic right-facing portrait on the obverse, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and "E Pluribus Unum." But here's where the story takes a turn. Most people think these coins are only worth a cent. But numismatists, coin experts, know that rare varieties, mint errors, and pristine conditions can turn this ordinary penny into a goldmine. Center strikes, where part of the design is missing, double dies, where the text or features appear doubled, clipped planchets, where a chunk of the coin is cut during minting, die breaks or cuds, raised blobs or lines from cracked dies struck on foreign planchets. Imagine finding a 2001 D penny on a dime-sized planchet. Coins with these kinds of errors are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune for them, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars or more. High-grade condition, MS68 and beyond coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A 2001 D penny in MS68 red, mint state 68, red color, condition, absolutely perfect under magnification, is nearly impossible to find. In fact, the top population known to exist in MS-68 condition is extremely limited. When coins like this go to auction, the price skyrockets. The current record price for a pristine 2001 D Lincoln cent in MS-68 read a staggering $585,342, and that's not a typo. That's why coin collectors and treasure hunters across the world are scouring their coin jars for a flawless 2001 D. Now let's talk about how you can find out if your 2001 D penny is worth thousands. Inspect the coin's condition. Look for a shiny red finish with no scratches. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for mint luster. Check if the coin has sharp, crisp features. Avoid cleaned, scratched, or circulated coins. They drop in value fast. Look for mint errors. Check for any doubling in Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. Look for center designs, broken letters, blobs, or die cracks. See if your coin feels lighter or heavier than a normal penny. That could mean a planchet error. Peschel, send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can unlock its real market value and attract serious buyers. In recent years, these are actual sale prices of rare 2001 D Lincoln cents, $1, $200 for a coin with a minor center strike, $3,000 to $5,000 for double die errors, $12,000 plus 4 dramatic die breaks, $85,000 to over $100,000 for high-grade MS-68 red coins, and over $585,342 for a flawless, ultra-rare specimen sold at a premier auction. That's the kind of money that can change lives, all from a penny that once rattled in someone's pocket. So what's the lesson here? Never underestimate the coins in your change jar. Never assume a penny is just a penny. The 2001 D Lincoln cent teaches us that true value is often hidden in plain sight. With the right knowledge, a keen eye, and a bit of luck, you could turn 1 cent into $500,000. So go ahead, dump out that piggy bank, search that drawer, and look through those coin rolls. Because your next great find might just be waiting for you to discover it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and hidden values, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss a treasure like this again. This USA Coin 1, bringing you the truth behind the coins you carry every day. Until next time, happy coin hunting. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and surprising coins of modern U.S. history, the 2002 Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right. That ordinary-looking penny from your change jar could be worth a staggering $585,341 or even more. Stay with us until the end, because this coin story is more than just copper and zinc. It's about history, hidden minting secrets, and collectors racing to pay thousands. Lincoln on the obverse, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, minted in either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, mostly composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. But oh, looks can deceive. In coin collecting, rarity and condition are everything, and in the world of 2002 pennies, a few ultra-rare specimens are making headlines and shocking experts. Let's break it down. Most 2002 pennies are worth only face value. But some rare variations, minting errors, and near-perfect condition coins have been selling for 5 to 6 figures at auctions, and in one famous auction, a 2002 Lincoln cent with a dramatic mint error in pristine condition sold for over $585,341. Yes, a single penny nearly worth the price of a house. So what makes a 2002 Lincoln penny worth that much? Enter, meaning the design is shifted or partially missing. It could be worth $100 to $5,000 or more, depending on how severe and centered the error is. Double die obverse, one of the most valuable errors. Look closely at In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date, 2002. If you see doubling of the letters or numbers, you might be holding a double die, a collector's dream. Wrong planchet error. Imagine a penny struck on a dime planchet or a foreign coin blank, extremely rare and desirable. These types of errors can skyrocket the value up to $10,000 or more. Clipped planchet. If your 2002 penny has a chunk missing, as if it was bitten on the side, this could be a mint error called a clipped planchet. Value? Easily $50 to $1,500 depending on condition and severity. High-grade MS and proof coins. Here's where things get serious. If you find a 2002 Lincoln penny graded MS 69 or MS 70 by PCGS or NGC, with no scratches, no blemishes, full red luster, you're in elite territory. These flawless examples are where we've seen coins hit over $500,000 plus in rare auctions. Even MS 67 coins can fetch $200 to $1,000 easily. Want to know if your coin is worth hundreds of thousands? Here's what to do: use a magnifying glass or coin loupe, look for doubling, design errors, or anything unusual. Check the coin's weight. A standard 2002 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If your coin is heavier or lighter, it could have been struck on the wrong metal. Check for unusual color. Some pennies may have toning or odd colorations that increase their appeal and rarity. Send if you found this video helpful and exciting. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a rare coin update. Drop a comment below and let us know, have you ever found a 2002 penny with an error? Or do you have a Lincoln cent collection? Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes, that story is worth thousands. Thanks for watching, and keep searching, because your treasure might just be one coin. Today's spotlight is shining on a coin that you might just have in your pocket, your old piggy bank, or your grandfather's drawer. Yes, we're talking about the 2004 Lincoln cent, a tiny copper coin that has shocked collectors across the globe with its incredible backstory and stunning market value. Some of these small coins, barely worth a cent when minted, are now going for as high as $585,340 in rare auctions. The history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. It was the first time a real person's portrait had ever appeared on a regular U.S. coin, and that decision changed American coinage forever. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became a patriotic symbol, not just a piece of change. For over a century, this penny has traveled through wars, economic collapses, and generations of Americans, but the 2004 version is special for more reasons than one. Look for doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date, 2004. Strong doubling can make the coin worth hundreds or even thousands. Coins that are missing part of the design because they were struck off-center can be extremely valuable. A 40 to 60% off-center strike with a clear date could bring in $500 to $2,000 or more. Clipped planchet error: a clipped coin where part of the edge is missing can command high premiums. Values range from $50 to over $1,000, depending on the size of the clip. Wrong planchet error: some 2004 Lincoln cents were accidentally struck on foreign coin blanks or blanks intended for other U.S. coins. These wrong planchet coins are highly prized, with known examples selling $4.10,000 plus. Transitional errors: if you find a 2004 cent mistakenly struck on the older bronze composition or with incorrect plating, you're looking at a six-figure coin. High-grade proof coins from San Francisco: a 2004 proof Lincoln penny graded PR70 DCAM by PCGS can fetch up to $200 to $600 or more, especially if it's a deep cameo DCAM. Let's talk money. Here are some real market examples of what collectors have paid for rare 2004 Lincoln pennies. A 2004 DDO Lincoln cent in MS67 red sold for $7,950 at auction. A 2004 D Lincoln cent with an off-metal error sold for an astonishing $52,500. A proof 2004 S-graded PR70 DCAM sold for $700 on eBay in a bidding war, and the most shocking sale of all, a unique 2004 cent struck on a foreign planchet sold at private auction for a jaw-dropping $585,340 to an anonymous high-end collector. Yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000 for a single penny, because of a rare mint error. How to identify and value your 2004 PNNY? Wondering if your 2004 cent is worth more than face value? Here's what to do: use a magnifying glass or loupe. Check the date, motto, and liberty for any doubling. Weigh the coin: a standard 2004 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Anything more or less could be a wrong planchet. Check the mint mark, look under the date. The Philadelphia version has no mark, Denver has a D, and San Francisco proofs have an S. Look at the condition. Coins in mint state, MS60 and above, are far more valuable. Consider getting it graded. If you suspect you have a valuable error or high-grade penny, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. This can increase the coin's value exponentially. Final tips: you could be sitting on a fortune. Before you spend that 2004 penny at a store or let it disappear into a coin jar, stop. Check it. Study it. It might be more than just pocket change. It could be your ticket to thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and remember, these coins are still out there. In rolls of pennies from the bank, in old jars, in your change from the grocery store, and in estate collections that haven't been touched in years. So go hunting, treasure seekers. The 2004 Lincoln penny might be small, but it carries huge value, deep history, and shocking potential. Outro. Subscribe to RF Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the surprising value of the 2004 Lincoln cent, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1 and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video on hidden coin treasures. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare Lincoln penny, or if you have one you want me to check out in an upcoming episode. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Movie camera. This is USA Coin 1, where history is minted, and treasures are discovered. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hashtag 2004 Lincoln cent, hashtag rare coins, hashtag RFCONS, hashtag pennyworth millions, hashtag coin collecting, hashtag US Acoin values, hashtag treasure hunt.